What a quandary. What a predicament. You know, I was listening to, Colin Cowherd today, and because I'm a man, I do listen to sports things, and he was like, he hates when people bitch about the amount of taxes they have to pay. He's like, well, isn't that a horrible problem for you? It means you made money, right? Oh, I had to pay $2 million in taxes. Boo friggin' who, right? And it's a little bit like that with this wine. Like, oh, we only own vineyards in perhaps the greatest vineyard in Barbaresco. Wah, wah, wah. What do you do if they're these guys? What do you do? And okay, say you want to, okay, you can make the fancy wine because the vineyard's great, but you need a calling card. You need a, how you doing? You need an entry-level wine. You need and if you only own vineyards in one of the greatest sites in Barbaresco, well, guess where that calling card wine's gonna come from? It's gonna come from those vineyards. And that's what we got today. What a horrible problem for Giuseppe Cortese, for the family, that all of their Nebbiolo vineyards are in Rabaia, one of the undisputed Grand Cru sites in Barbaresco, home to some of the greatest Nebbiolo wines ever produced in the history of mankind. Well, like I said, they need a value wine, and well, bit of a pickle, huh? Because, thing is, a lot of their vineyards are kind of old too, so they did this whole thing where they're kind of like, okay, we're gonna make the fancy Rabaia, and we're gonna make that from the vines that are 50 to 70 years old. But for all those young vines that are just like 25 or 30 years old, we're just gonna make plain old Barbaresco. But kids, do not be fooled by this label. This is 100% ultra juicy, mature vine Rabaia in this wine. From the lusty, hedonistic, oh so delicious 2020 vintage. A vintage that it's hard to keep your friggin' hands off of. As opposed to 19, which is a little meh, 18, mark, 17, chewy, warm, 16, great, but you gotta wait. 20 is this beautiful, luscious, immediate gratification vintage for Nebbiolo. Less tar, more flowers, wonderful leather, citrus. When Nebbiolo gets that fabulous orange peel thing. I mean, come on. This is Nebbiolo at its finest. A ridiculous site that the Cortese family's been farming forever. Winemaking, what winemaking? Grow great grapes, age the wine in big Slavonian oak barrels, let the Nebbiolo from this great site do its thing, and make magic. I mean, they have the easiest job in the world. No one's gonna be playing a violin for the Cortese family. No one's gonna be saying, oh, sorry for you, that you have to make a regular wine from Rabaia. Nothing regular about it. This beautiful bottle of Barbaresco goes head to head with some of the finest Rabaia wines produced. Legendary. This is too easy. Like, what's the angle? The angle is they're handing you everything. Great price, huge score. Oh, the press. So 93 points from Wine Spectator on this, right? That's a big score for them, especially for a Barbaresco Classico. We're not calling them Normale anymore. Normale is not proper. It's Classico now, which I'm cool with. I'm down. That's prop. I'm okay. I'm cool. Barbaresco Classico. And, I was doing the research, and of course, Spectator, they taste all their stuff blind, right? And it was really funny. I was looking down the list of wines, and, sure, the single vineyard Barbarescos from Gaja are like, 95 points and da-da-da-da-da. So this bad boy, 93 points. And I was like, whoa, that's a big number. Big number in this price range. Huge number. And then I looked at the wine underneath it in the list. The Gaja 2020 Barbaresco. Same score. $367. Bottle. You can get 10 of these and probably have some money left over for a plate of tiring. What are you gonna do? I think you're gonna buy 10 bottles of this. That's what I do. That's what I did. Not a knock on Gaja, by the way. The wine's absolutely beautiful. 35 bucks. As my good friend and partner Tristan says, you know what to do.